only 16 when he rocketed to the top of the Billboard charts. With his gravity-defying leaps and that signature spin, the skinny teen with a winning smile was hailed as the next Michael Jackson. Chris Brown quickly became the Prince of R&B, the show-stopping headline of every awards show, from the Grammys to the MTV Video Music Awards. He appeared that night with Rihanna, the teen pop queen he met when he was only 15.
I've had girlfriends in the past and things like that, but being in love, like really for the first time.
He was definitely my first big love. We were best friends, so we fell in love with each other.
Excuse me, miss, I saved the last dance for you. To the outside world, they were the perfect couple. But inside the relationship, something disturbing was beginning to emerge. Last February, the paparazzi captured these photos of the glamorous couple at a party. But just hours later, Rihanna told the police that Chris Brown bit and punched her so hard that her mouth began to fill with blood. The shocking photo surfaced on TMZ. Did you realize you had an issue with anger?
Well, before, I mean, I never, ever had problems with anger. No domestic violence with any of my past girlfriends or any altercations.
But the police report described an incident so violent that Rihanna's blood was splattered over the interior of his car. When she tried to call her assistant for help, he said, "Now I'm really going to kill you."
He had no soul in his eyes, just blank. So at that point, I just didn't know what could happen. It wasn't the same person that says, "I love you." It was not those, it definitely weren't those eyes.
Is that accurate?
My temper. I think when I say I was wrong for what I did, and I would definitely say that it's not something that I look past or look over. It's something that's really, really touchy. And like I said, I'm really sorry for what went down and what happened. And by no means do I think it's necessary or acceptable.
After he turned himself in to face the police, public opinion turned against him.
And Rihanna, if it happens again, you better run for the hills.
And flexing and looking at other women. That made me so angry.
It was something that I really had to really think about, and I was like, man, I let a lot of people down.
His advertisers dropped him, and music stations across the country banned his songs. But it was the apology he posted on his website that drew some of the sharpest criticism.
Hi, I'm Chris Brown. Since February, my attorney has advised me not to speak out, even though ever since the incident, I wanted to publicly express my deepest regret and accept full responsibility.
I had a week, or not even a week, maybe 3 or 4 days of PR, and they just telling me like, okay, don't say this and don't say it this way because they're gonna take it this way. And so I had in my head wasn't really giving me a chance to be me. It was just being myself through other people. It was genuinely for me, but it wasn't projected genuinely.
I want to play one clip from you that Rihanna said, and just get your reaction to it. Can we play it right now?
The face, the broken arm, the black eye, it's gonna heal. That's not the problem. It's the scar inside.
The scar inside. When you hear her say that, can you understand that?
Yes, absolutely.
And how
I can see what damage it does, mentally more than physical.
He says he witnessed that damage in his own life. In 2007, he talked to Tyra Banks about the abuse his mom suffered from his stepfather, who has always denied the charges.
It affected me, you know what I'm saying? Basically, especially towards women, I treat them differently because I know I don't want to go through the same thing or put a woman through the same thing that person put my mom through.
He forgot the pain that he witnessed with his mom. Like, he forgot that.
Is it difficult for you to hear Rihanna say those things?
It is. It's real difficult. It hurts, but it's just something that I have to be responsible for because I'm responsible for my actions.
Chris Brown pleaded guilty to felony assault. He was sentenced to 6 months of community service and a year of domestic violence counseling. How have the classes helped you, these mandatory classes?
In this class, I'm not saying necessarily teaches you how to love, but like those emotions that get mixed up when you're just in love or just whether it's jealousy, insecurities, whatever the case may be in relationships, it teaches you how to be responsible for who you are.
3 weeks after the assault, fans were shocked to learn that they had reconciled in Miami. But Rihanna soon decided to break up with him. He wrote a song, Changed Man, as a plea for her forgiveness.
I remember your touch, God, I miss you so much. Please believe me, baby, I'm sorry.
She said she didn't hear the song that you made for her, but if she's going to listen to you now, she sees this. What is it that you would like to say to her?
Me and her have talked, me and her spoken about the situation, and she knows how sorry I am. She's heard the song, so.
How do you know she's heard the song? She said she didn't hear the song.
I played the song for her.
When did you do that?
The day I did it.
And when was that?
I did it maybe a month after the situation.
And what was her reaction when she heard the song?
Honestly, I mean, I can be honest with you, and I'm not even gonna. She cried when she first heard the song. And I mean, I'm not trying to say, call her any liar or anything like that, but I played the song for her when I first wrote it. And she cried.
Last June, he was sentenced to 5 years probation. A restraining order requires him to stay 100 yards away from her, 10 yards away at public events. Do you still love Rihanna?
I have love for her.
You have love for her?
Yeah.
How are you different now? How this past year?
I think just being, I wouldn't say ridiculed, but just criticized and scrutinized by a lot of people, and just being able to see who I am as a person, it just shaped me to be a more stronger and better young black male.
Now at the age of 20, Chris Brown is trying to retrace the path that turned him into a teen superstar. He takes refuge in childlike pleasures that reveal the boy inside the man.
But how many pairs of shoes, tennis shoes? I don't see any repeats. They're all different.
Yeah, I think I had a couple repeats, but what I do, I buy 2 pairs of one and play ball in one of them.
He is soon to release a new CD.
2020 returns. It's the latest.